Hey credit warriors, welcome to the final video in my credit card ladder series where we look at every rung or every tier of the credit card ladder. Now this is a system that lets you know what kind of credit card you can expect to be approved for, at what credit score, and at what level of income. And today we are looking at tier 5, the highest, most elite tier of invite-only black cards. And this video is brought to you by Mumu, but more on that later. So tier 5 black cards are so exclusive that very few people have them.
7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
If that existed, it would be in tier 5. But no, the most famous black card is the Amex Centurion, often just called the black card.
Is that a black card?
Most card members are ultra wealthy celebrities.
I don't know whether you know this, but you have to earn, it's a ridiculous amount of money per year to get one of those. I bet you haven't got one.
Or business people. And once you have the black card, you can look down on the peasants in the lower tiers. But although the Amex Centurion is the most famous black card, it isn't the only tier 5 card out there. And my only criteria for cards in tier 5 is that they are invite only. Aren't some credit builder cards invite only though? Okay, smartass, get the idea. It's a high-end card that is invite only, not something that's targeting people with trashed credit scores. So in a minute, we'll go through a list of a load of different tier 5 cards. But first of all, how do you get approved for one? Well, first of all, it doesn't really matter about credit score. Now, obviously, if your credit score is totally trashed, you're still not going to get approved, but it's not like, woohoo, I got my credit score to 800. Now I'm getting invited to the Amex Centurion. No. It's all about income and spending. So if you're a high net worth individual and you have some other cards with American Express where you have a lot of spending, for example, $250,000 or more a year in spending on those cards, or let's say you have a bank account with a certain bank that issues a black card and you have $1 million or £1 million British pounds in that bank account, you may get invited. For the Amex Centurion, you can actually kind of apply, really just express your interest through the website centurion.com. But unless you have very high spending on your other Amex cards, you are really just applying to be rejected. In addition to income, there may be other factors that could earn you an invitation to one of these cards, like with the first card that I want to talk about today. Now, I'm going to kind of go from low to high in terms of exclusivity in this video, and the first card I want to talk about is the Carrot card for social media creators. Now, this card, although not really in the same league as the Amex Centurion in terms of the type of wealth that is needed to apply for it, you do have to have a large number of social media followers to get an invite. 200,000 on YouTube or around 1 million on TikTok, and then you might get an invite. After that, the company will then look at your financials through a soft link to your bank through Plaid, and they'll then decide if they want to offer you a card. So you can't just have the followers, you have to be monetizing them and making a business out of it. So in reality, whilst not specifically stated, most creators who have this card are earning either 6 figures or into the millions of dollars per year. In terms of benefits, tier 5 cards vary wildly. The Carrot card gives you 5, 4, and 3% cash back in categories of your choice. You get a fully custom laser engraved metal card, and VIP creators get a welcome bonus of a billboard of themselves in Times Square. Look, that's me. There's also a house in LA that creators can book to stay in if they are in town, and also invites to casino nights and creator Shark Tank events. So it's kind of like joining a club where you get the opportunity to meet a load of other huge creators like Airac and Mr. Beast, for example. Next, we have a tier 5 card that requires a net worth of 1 million British pounds or 1,180,000 US dollars. And that would be the Coot's Silk card. This card is open to members of the Coot's private bank, which is the bank where the Queen of England keeps her money. But to become a member of the bank in the first place, you have to let them manage assets of £1 million in value or more. Alternatively, you can ask to borrow £1 million from Coots, but in order for them to let you do that, you're gonna have to have a significant financial background as well. This card actually has no annual fee, and it lets you get into some of the top private clubs in London where you can relax and network with the 1%. All right, next let's talk about a card that you have to have a net worth of over $10 million to get invited to. But first, if you want to have a net worth of over $10 million one day, starting to invest some of your money may help you eventually eventually achieve that. And right now, the stock brokerage app Moomoo is offering up to 10 free stocks for opening an account and depositing some money. You get 1 free stock just for opening the account, and this could be valued between $3,000 and $2,000. Then you get 6 more free stocks valued between $8,000 and $2,000 when you deposit $100 in your new Moomoo account. And if you deposit a total of $2,000, you get 3 more free stocks at the same value. So the average person who opens an account and deposits just $100 will get a minimum of $51 worth of free stocks, and the value of that could be a lot more. Luck of the draw what you get. Moomoo is commission free for US residents trading US stocks, and you can buy individual stocks, ETFs, and even trade options. You'll have access to professional grade charts and tools. You'll be able to learn from other Moomoo users and access up-to-date financial news right inside the app. So be sure to sign up to Moomoo using my link below and earn up to 10 free stocks. So next we have the JP Morgan Reserve card. This is the card Obama used to pay for a pizza, and his daughter used to, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sure that story was fake, or I think the story was her card was stolen and the thieves used it to cut up lines. So not her. But anyway, the JP Morgan Reserve card is aimed at members of the JP Morgan private bank with over $10 million in assets. In terms of benefits, it's pretty similar to the Sapphire Reserve, except that you get United Club membership in addition to the normal lounge access through Priority Pass that the Sapphire Reserve provides. The customer service and concierge is supposedly excellent.
They pick up on like the first ring. You talk to a live person. There's no pre-recording at all.
And you get this very heavy metal card to show off to all your friends. Next, we have the Amex Centurion card, the original black card. Now, this card was created in response to an urban myth that there was this secret black American Express card out there that only ultra high net worth individuals and celebrities had.
Oh my God. I wasn't sure these actually existed.
Amex has never done any marketing for the black card. The urban myth speaks for itself. But here are some of the more interesting benefits. The US version of the card has a $5,000 annual fee and a $10,000 initiation fee. So you have to pay them $15,000 just to become a member in the first year. The card has a load of cool benefits, such as access to a private terminal at LAX airport called the Private Suite. They crack open the expensive champagne for you at the Centurion Lounge, and you'll never be turned away even if it's full. But actually, sometimes the biggest perks come from just flashing the card around.
Flash it a few times to the strippers and I'd make up a funny story because I don't have anything interesting. But say, yeah, me and Lil Wayne were like partying, and we have this, and they, at one point I had all these strippers sitting there with the Centurion card, and they were listening to me talk, thinking that I'm gonna like take them on a jet somewhere.
That was Simon Katz, a Centurion card holder I interviewed a while back, and he said that while the concierge on the Amex Centurion is great,
very hard to get in restaurant, and we were not able to get in. So we called Centurion, and they got us in.
Sometimes just showing the card at the door will get you in.
There was a nightclub one time. We really wanted to get into this nightclub, and we were not able to get in. And I flashed and the Centurion cards again to the bouncers. These guys seem to know more about these cards than anybody else. And we were able to get in, and we were able to party that night while we were in London.
One benefit of the Centurion card that I have personally experienced is the Centurion House. It's a secret black card members only lounge in the basement of the Regent Hotel in Taipei, Taiwan. A couple of black card holders that I met there got me in, and the whole experience was great. The food was awesome, the coffee was wonderful. It was all very memorable. And it was one of those guys that sent me one of his old cancelled black cards to use as a prop in videos. But if the Amex Black Card is the king of Tier 5 cards, then our final card on this list is the Emperor, the Dubai First Royale card.
Presenting Royale from Dubai First, the only card of its kind in the world.
That's right, it's the only card of its kind in the world. I'm not sure why they're even doing advertisements for it. Hardly anyone's even eligible to get it. There are 92,000 millionaires in Dubai. most of them are too poor for this card. There are 4,000 multimillionaires in Dubai with a net worth over 10 million. Most of them are too poor for this card too. Then there are 251 people worth over 100 million and 14 billionaires. And it's really only these people and the Dubai royal family who would get an invite to this card. Card members number in the low hundreds. This card doesn't provide any benefits such as airline miles, etc. Most of the people who have this card own their own jets anyway. Instead, they focus on concierge and experiences. For example, the Dubai First concierge can get you tickets to the Oscars or fly you to Germany for a test drive of the brand new model of Porsche that only just came out. Those are both actual things that card members have asked for according to Dubai First. And any charge must go through. So you could literally buy a $10 million boat or a $100 million plane as long as you can find a merchant willing to accept a credit card for such a purchase. Oh, and then there's the design. The card is black with gold inlays and a diamond embedded in the center. It was my inspiration for creating my custom Chinese dragon credit card last year, and that one has a real diamond in the center too. And even my one didn't get declined when I bought a boat with it. Look, I bought this with my diamond credit card. So there you have it, guys. Those are 5 invitation-only black cards. And as you can see from this list, they are wildly different. The only thing that ties them together is that they are aimed at the high end of the market and they are invitation only. Some, like the Carrot card, are not really that out of reach as long as you're determined to become a social media influencer. However, some others, like the Dubai First, are only available to a handful of people in the entire world. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, you can get up to 10 free stocks for signing up for Moomoo and funding an account. Link for that is in the description below as well. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys, and if you missed the other installments in the credit card ladder series, do check them out on my channel. That is what they look like. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.